Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have an informative video for you. We're going to be ranking supplements today. You might be wondering why I'm wearing glasses, a nice shirt, a snapback hat. Well, it's to show you that I mean business and that I know what I'm talking about. I figured if I wore this nice getup, you'd believe that I actually know what I'm talking about, and maybe you would believe some of the things that I'm saying. Come to think of it, I actually can't see out of these. So we're actually going to lose the glasses. Never mind. And maybe the snapback hat wasn't a good idea if I'm trying to push information and make you believe me, but you know what? We're just going to get right into ranking these supplements. So first, right off the bat, we're just going to go ahead and toss all these up into S tier. I mean, we have Trend, we got Deca, we got Nastron, we got MK, stuff. Like all the best stuff, we're just going to throw right into the top because they have all the best effects, and honestly, I would recommend everybody just go and take these right now. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to be doing any steroids today. It's all going to, remember, I don't do any steroids, I don't use peptides and stuff like that, so it's all going to be natural supplements. We're not really going to be doing steroids. Like, Maybe in the future we'll actually do a lot of research and actually rank steroids for people that want to use them. But today we're just going to be doing these supplements, for us boring natural people. I'm just going to try to help you know which supplements to take because these are just a lot of common ones that I hear a lot of people talk about or that supplement stores push. So I'm really just going to try to help out some people that maybe don't know a lot about it. So to start off, we'll start off with some of the easier stuff. They're all pretty easy, but some of the more common stuff like glutamine. So glutamine, I'm going to throw into A. I really like glutamine. You could argue it's A or B. And remember, the scale that we're basing this on is for natural people. So, nothing natural you're going to take is going to make you grow like crazy and, make you get super huge. But they can help a little bit, like little things with recovery, maybe getting a little bit more muscle. So, remember, it's all perspective and it's on the scale of a natural person. We're not comparing these to steroids. Because if this was a list that included steroids, every single one of these would be F because obviously compared to steroids, the muscle growth is like so small compared to what you get on roids. So just keep that in mind when I'm ranking these. So yeah, glutamine we'll put in A. It's very similar to like creatine. It's a similar compound. It helps with recovery and it helps with just muscle growth slightly. It's more for recovery, but yeah, I would put that in A. I wouldn't really take it by itself. Normally, for me, I take creatine and glutamine together. So that's just what I recommend. So the next one we got is what? Protein. So protein powder. I'm going to stick protein powder we'll put it in B. So my issue with protein powder is at the end of the day, nothing can replace like eating chicken or eating steak or eating like ground turkey. Like they can try, protein powder is a good meal replacement if you can't eat the other stuff. But obviously they call it meal replacement for a reason. Because it's only in certain situations if you can't have the other stuff. So and my issue with protein powder is a lot of people think it's like some secret thing to get in protein, and like a lot of people will start taking it and just neglect other forms of protein like chicken and stuff. So I don't like it because of that, and I don't like how expensive it is because protein powder is like $70, $80 for quality protein now, and that's a lot to be forking out on some protein. So I'm gonna leave it here. So next is pre-workout. So pre-workout, I have a love-hate relationship with. I don't really use it a lot anymore, but when I did, I was using it a lot. So I'm going to put pre-workout. I'm also going to stick this in B tier. And that's just because, okay, there's a few different reasons. So pre-workout, I think you get addicted to it. Just straight up, I think it's like a drug almost. Because I know for me, I went through a phase when I was using it a lot. It was really hard for me to not use it anymore. Like, I felt like anytime I worked out without it, I was struggling, I was sluggish, and I could barely even get through a workout if I didn't use it. And I felt like I was reliant on it, and I think that's like what drugs do to you. So for that reason, I have it here. But I do think you get good workouts on it. I do think it fires me up. The beta-alanine in it makes your face tingly. That's the stuff that makes your face like tingle, is the beta-alanine. I like that. I like that feeling, but the other stuff in there, sometimes it can give you anxiety. It can make you feel like your heart's beating out of your chest for the rest of the day. Makes you restless, makes you lose sleep sometimes, depending on the intensity of the pre-workout you're taking. So I'm going to leave it here. I'm just not going to go up or down. It's just going to stay right in the middle. So next, okay, you might not be able to see what this says, but this is a test booster. A lot of test boosters say stuff like alpha male, boost your test, become a man. That's how they market it. Test boosters can go in D tier. And I don't have an F tier on here, but if I did, they'd be in that. Don't take test boosters. Don't let GNC and Walmart tell you to take test boosters. You're not going to notice anything. Like, I'm sorry, I've used them. I'm telling you because I've used them. I've tried. I was that guy that went in there and they were like, "Oh, take this. You'll feel way better in all aspects of your life." It didn't do anything. It's just I wasted $70 and they're really expensive too. Don't buy test boosters ever. If you want to increase your test, go on TRT. Like, sorry. That's just the way it is. Don't take a test booster. All right, next we got fish oil. Fish oil, in terms of, honestly, fish oil doesn't really fit into the rest of these, now that I think about it. But we're going to go ahead and stick it, because we're referring to muscle growth and gains. I'm going to stick it in C tier. Maybe even down here, because that's not its purpose. You get good vitamins, you get good omega-3 fats, but, like, for muscle growth, it's not really going to help a lot, but it does help you a lot with, like, joint health. So I would definitely I recommend fish oils. You know what, we might stick it in B, because now it sounds like I'm bashing on them, and I'm really not. They're good for you, just not for muscle growth. Don't expect to get huge muscles by taking fish oil. You know what I mean? So next, we got creatine. Everybody knows creatine. It's the most pushed natural supplement probably that there is. And it's for good reason. I'm going to stick it in S tier. Creatine, for a natural lifter, is definitely one of the best ones you can get, if not the best one you can get. Again, you're not going to make yourself blow up. You're not going to look like Chris Bumstead by getting on creatine, that's for sure. But if you want to add a few extra pounds, you want to add on some muscle, you want to recover this much faster, take creatine. It's one of the most proven compounds to work on your body as a natural lifter and as a natural athlete, and not even if you're lifting, for anything. If you're a endurance athlete, if you do triathlons and stuff like that, if you're female athletes that lift too, it's not just for men. A lot of people think creatine is just for men. It's also not a steroid. It does not have side effects like a lot of people think. A lot of parents don't want their 14, 15-year-olds taking it because they think it's a steroid, or they think it's going to make them mad, or they think it's all these side effects. Like, people don't realize our bodies produce creatine. Like, we have this in us already. It's not like some lab-made compound that's altering anything in our body. Like, I say anybody that's working out and an athlete should take creatine because it just boosts your performance. Just make sure you're hydrated, because it can cause you to hold some water if you don't stay hydrated while you take it. So, yeah, but creatine, S tier, for sure. So next, you also probably can't see this. This is L-carnitine, but I chose this bottle specifically because this is an extreme, L-carnitine extreme. I think it's just a higher potency L-carnitine, to be honest. But I'm going to put this up in A tier. And a lot of people might not agree with this. Some people might say they've taken it, hasn't done anything. Again, all of this is stuff I've taken, and I'm giving you my feedback. So all of this is based on me, just so you know. But this L-carnitine, this Carna Cuts is actually what it's called by Nutra-One. I love it. When I did a bodybuilding competition, I took this every single day before I would do cardio, and I was sweating like crazy. Like, definitely, if you want to cut, take L-carnitine. And specifically, I would say literally take this one. Go look up Nutra-One Carna Cuts Extreme. Take that, because it worked for me. I could feel it so quick after I did like a cat full. I would start sweating like crazy, and it helped me a lot on my cut for my competition. And so last thing that we have on here is a multivitamin. Again, I was just trying to think of something else I could throw in. I'm just really putting this in there because it's something that like GNC and these places will push to you. So multivitamins it's situational, I would say. I'm gonna put them in C. And the reason I'm going to do that is because it just really depends on what you're doing, on if you should take this or not. So if your diet is trash and you eat horribly, take a multivitamin. But if not, like if you work out and you're kind of health conscious, even a little bit, even if you eat just kind of good, don't waste your time. Because everything in a multivitamin it's just vitamins and supplements that are already in the food that you should be eating anyway. Like irons and the different vitamins, A, B, C, all those different things, like zinc, potassium, all that is what is in a multivitamin, but all those things are in food, like healthy food. So if you're eating good, don't waste your money on this. They're also expensive too. But again, if your diet's shaky, maybe you don't have a lot of time to train, maybe your diet is very not so good, you could do a multivitamin. It might help, but again, I would even say just don't even waste your time. The stuff that I have right here is the only things I would say, like anything A and S tier, anything on my list that's like B tier and above, I would say buy. And you see how many supplements I have on here? I have 6? If it's not on here, I would not go buy it. I'm just saying, like, obviously I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I don't have a degree in any of this stuff. But from my experience, I've taken more supplements than what's on here. I've tried a lot of this stuff. at GNC. I was that guy that got sold, spent the money, did the thing. And yeah, I would just say don't waste your time. Take it from me, someone that's done it. Don't waste your time. These are the supplements that I have used that have given me results, that I believe work, that I believe, do something for me, and I believe they've helped me progress. So yeah, hopefully you learned something today if you didn't really know a lot about supplements. I've had people actually ask me to do this video in person and online, like talking about supplements. So I hope that if you were one of those people, you learned something. Maybe it'll, again, motivate you to go work out, maybe buy some supplements and go start training and stuff. But either way, if you want to check out some of my other stuff, I got links in the description to some of my other videos, Gym and Chill playlist, which we should have another video of Gym and Chill coming out either tomorrow or the next day. I'm going to wrap up the video there. If you want to comment or subscribe and all that stuff, I would like that, and I would really appreciate it. But other than that, take care, have a great day, and